Good morning and happy Monday. This is Dorothy Kilty of Raccoon Alley Creations on YouTube. And what I'm doing today is the hashtag ABC April 2026 challenge brought to you by Margaret at 7 Plaza Creations and Tony at Crafty by Tony. Links to their channels will be below. This is Monday and it's E. So what is E to me? Well, E is envelope. Now, don't you love this envelope? It's been dyed, it's been, I got it wet to get it to open, and it just completely came apart. But I love grungy, and I love this envelope. Now, this is a little piece off of a master board. I make master boards. I clean my desk onto some sort of paper with the scraps and stuff on my desk and make master boards. I'm going to use this as kind of a background to the collage I'm going to do because it's a little bit stiffer than, and this envelope is kind of falling apart. So this idea came from Kathleen Maurer at Be Again Books. So I love this idea. I've changed it just a tiny bit, but I think this is a fabulous use for envelopes. Now, what this can be, or what this is going to be, is a belly band that you put on a page in a book. So, first of all, you can see I kind of patched and reinforced the torn edges of the flaps on this envelope after I took it apart. Whoops, I want to trim this. Okay, now the first thing you're going to do, Kathleen glued these down, but what I'm going to do is fold them over to the back, both of them. But especially since we have all these rough edges, I need to make sure that I get all the edges glued down really well, because otherwise it's going to interfere with things sliding smoothly behind this. This can actually be put on the page as a belly band, so you end up with a double belly band, which is one of the things I like about this. That and the fact that I just like using envelopes and things in my journals. Now, you could just cut these off, but by folding them over like this, what we're doing is reinforcing this edge a little bit and making it a little stronger for when you put things back there. So, like I say, I want to get all these little edges glued down really well. You could take like Mod Podge and go over the edge of this like you do when you're decoupaging and stuff, and that would also help. Okay, so here we go, putting glue on the back of this, and this time, should have done it before, I'm just gonna push the glue out towards the edge a little bit, so hopefully that will help the edge be glued down together. So you also could, if you're worried about things sliding back behind here and getting caught, you could put a piece of paper over here. If you did that, it might actually work as a floating belly band or something too, although I like my belly bands glued down. So so this here, so we're gonna put this over the top here. So I'm gonna start just by, actually I'm gonna glue this side. It kind of doesn't matter, especially for the way I'm doing this, because it's not gonna show. I'm gonna be covering it up. So here we go with this. And then, like I say, I want something going across here that's kind of firm. I'm gonna take a pencil, if I can find a pencil, and I'm just gonna mark where these corners go. and around here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to put glue, come on the back of this and possibly glue this closed, okay? So I'm gonna put glue on this place, so I'm putting it all along, all inside my drawings, but not here, okay? So now this will just go down. And now I've picked out a few things to put on here. I want the focal point to be this picture of these two kids. And this came from a freebie, I think, from Tracy Fox. I have some music paper, and I have this book page. All the book pages had these borders on them. I'm going to tear inside this and then put that book page aside and use this to frame the picture a little bit like that, okay? So I'm going to tear it off right here. And then I also want to have some of the music page going through the top. So this, I always like oh boy, I'm drawing a blank on the name for that, but I like the way it looks. So, and actually I'm going to tear this a little bit shorter because the way I like to do this is if this is going on this side, then I want this to go over a little bit on that side. And let's ink the edges just to reinforce that a little bit. And we'll ink the edges on this. Now, honestly, I'm not going to ink the outside edges. This book, I think it goes back to the 70s, but it has the awesome caramelizing of the pages already. So we don't really need to add anything to that. Let me see how I want this to go. So, yeah, more like that. Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to glue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue along the edge of this piece of paper. I can go over here just a little bit. But again, being very careful that I don't glue my belly band here closed, okay? And then this is going to go over here. And again, I want it to go, I'm going to shorten it a little bit again, over here. So now let's, along the edge here, and then around here, just a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to put this here, and this can go like that. So a little bit of that shows, but not a lot. Okay, I'm going to put the ink around the edge of this picture now. Yeah, I did good. I didn't get glue sticking over the top where that goes. And then now I just, for a little bit of color, and I have this ribbon. It's not washi tape, it's ribbon. Let me see if I can get the plastic over it, off of it. I have no idea how old this ribbon is. I think I got it from my sister, and she picks a lot of things up from yard sales and things. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so you can see it's like little toys. So I thought that was kind of cool to put in. So I'm going to cut it off here. Darn it. Let me see if I can. Yeah. I'm trying to cut so that there's, so this edge isn't straight. So it's kind of a ribbony edge. So I'm going to put it across there. Okay, again, I'm going to put the glue. This is Fabri-Tac, by the way. Glue on the ribbon and put it across here. Oh, no, what am I doing? I wanted it down here a little bit. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to go ahead and ink around the edges of my envelope here. My lovely, it's kind of pinkish. I wonder if this is avocado dye. I don't do a good job of keeping track of what I dye things with. I'm going to put this in here. Okay, and then let me just show you. See if this guest check will fit in there. It might or it might not. There, it does. So there we go, and then this would be glued onto a page. If this was a page in my journal, it would be glued on along this side, and along this side, and then something could also be put in the back. Now, it wouldn't have to be glued on as a belly band. It could be glued on in the corner and have it be a tuck spot behind it. And so you'd still get a double usage for it. Okay, so there is my envelope belly band, double belly band, or envelope and belly band and tuck. And Kathleen, I am just having so much fun with this one. Thank you for sharing it. Whoops. Okay, well, I wonder if I can rip this. Nope, it's glued good. Okay, thanks very much, and I appreciate you visiting my channel, and I'd really appreciate it if you liked and shared or liked and commented on the video and subscribed to my channel. I also have a link below. I'm doing a giveaway between now and April 15th, 2026. So the drawing will be on the 16th, but it's for a journal. Okay, thank you.